guys, today I'm filming my February favorites and product updates for 2018. This is going to be a pretty short video, which I'm glad to bring you guys short videos from time to time because my videos do tend to get very long, so I don't have a ton of favorites here, but I'm going to jump right in. My very first product is something that I had received as a gift from my sweet friend Erin from Erin's Makeup Euphoria, and Erin sent me the Pur Highlighter in the shade Afterglow. I'm not sure if they have multiple shades, and this is a very beautiful white gold color. And when I have seen other YouTubers talk about this before, it just looked like it had too much of a yellow champagne base, and I thought there's no way this is going to show up on me. It's going to be too close to my skin tone. But Erin was like, no, I think this will look amazing on you, so she sent me hers. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you can tell because right now it is 4:30 and I applied my makeup at 6 a.m. so you might not be able to see it anymore, but I'm absolutely in love. This has the most beautiful sheen to it, but it does not look chunky. It doesn't emphasize any texture. I am so surprised by how much this shows up on my skin, even though it doesn't look that bright. So this is really almost up there with the Balm Mary Luminizer as my all-time favorite highlight. Like, I'm ready to get rid of every highlight in my collection and just keep the Balm and this one. Thank you so much, Erin. This is something I never thought would work for me, but I'm absolutely in love. The formula is amazing, and this shade is so awesome for my skin tone. My next favorite is the ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette. This is my palette of the month, so you guys will see a video on that very soon with all of the looks that I created with this palette. I am using it today, but there was one look that really stood out to me as being the absolute best, and I have this eye look as a combination with a lip product, and I did wear both of these in my 8 brands I want to try in 2018 video. I'll have that one linked up here in case you'd be interested to check that out, and also to see how this makeup looks together, because you know, I like these products on their own, but together I was just like really in love with my makeup look, which I really like. I feel like that hasn't happened very often in the past couple months where I'm really in love with the makeup look, so it always makes me very excited. So from this palette, the shades that I used to create that look would be this shade Candygram for my lid, Winning Ticket as my transition color, and Look See as my crease color. So a beautiful rose, a purple, and this is a rosy gold shade. Reminds me a little bit of MAC Rose Pigment. Absolutely loved the way that all of those shadows went together, and that's definitely my standout look from the palette. And then the lip product I was using with it is the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Cami, which is a matte X finish. And unfortunately, when I received my product, it is detached from the base, which makes it a little bit more annoying to use, and I probably don't reach for it as much as I should. But this is a really beautiful, deeper, warm rose. This shows up so much deeper on me than it looks in the packaging, which I definitely come to expect with liquid lips, but not so much with these traditional lipsticks. I love the matte X finish because it is very thin, but it is completely matte and actually fairly comfortable, and it lasts a really long time. I really want ColourPop to keep releasing more shades in this finish because I think it is the best finish of their lippy sticks. So I really recommend this shade. And the formula, it is like a warm, deep rose on me. Absolutely love it. And again, check out that video to see how those products look together on myself. And then I have one nail polish favorite this month, and they would be a combination of 2 L'Oreal polishes. This is the L'Oreal Collection Privee in Doutzen's Nude, a really beautiful light pinky nude mauve color. And then we have the L'Oreal The Statement Piece from their Gold Dust Texture Polish collection, which is a white gold color. I will use this as an accent nail on my middle and ring finger, and then use this on the rest of my nails. These were opaque in 2 coats. Really, really beautiful polishes and nice formula. I don't have that many L'Oreal polishes, but these are such great quality. So I don't know if either of these are still available anymore. I will try to find links on eBay or Amazon for you guys, but I really fell in love with those again this month. They are a go-to for winter, but I was actually very excited to use them again. So those are all of my beauty favorites, and then I do have one product update for you guys this month. and that would be the Maybelline SuperStay Full Coverage Foundation. If you guys did not see my first impression and follow-up, I will have it linked up here so you guys can see a demo. I am wearing this on my face today. Again, I did apply my makeup at 6 a.m. this morning. I have the shade 110 Porcelain, which is the second lightest shade in the range. The lightest shade is a little bit more pink tone, and this one is more yellow tone. So to give you my summed up thoughts now that I've tested this a lot more, this definitely does oxidize, so go one shade down. In my video, I did decide that I preferred using a brush to apply it, but since then I've been using a sponge and I have really been liking it. Mostly what I'll do is go in with one layer all over and then take a second layer on my cheeks where I have more redness, and then if there's any excess product, I'll take a little bit of it on my forehead and chin just to even out the coverage. But it absolutely does have full coverage. But I do not think that this is the best product for oily skin. Now, so many people that have oily skin have been reviewing this and loving it. For me, it just does not hold up against oil well. I think this would be a good full coverage foundation for someone with normal or combo skin, but if you're super oily like me, it is just not going to hold up against the oils. And something else that's really weird about this is that I don't have any dry patches, and it's not clinging to dry patches, but when I get close up, my skin, I can't tell if it looks dry or it looks cakey. It's so weird. And once I put my face powder on, everything looks fine, but the foundation on its own, even when applied with a sponge, looks either cakey or dry. It's so weird. Like, I've never really had that experience before. Like, sometimes it will cling to dry patches, but I don't have any. It looks like my skin is cakey or dry in places that it shouldn't be. Also, in addition to this not holding up well against oil, this does patch off on me. I am someone that often leans my hand on my chin. It does patch off. And when I was blotting earlier today, I'm very careful when I blot. I'm just patting it and it wiped off the foundation underneath. And after I blotted with a tissue, I went over top of the translucent powder and then it looked very cakey. I don't usually have trouble applying powder. I think it's just the way that the foundation mixed with the powder, once it already got into this oily state, it looks a hot mess up close. So I definitely do not think this is a bad foundation by any means. I just had some high expectations for it, and it's definitely not perfect. I've yet to find a foundation that's truly perfect for me, but like I said, if you are looking for full coverage and you do have a normal combo skin type, I think that this would be really nice, but I'm just too oily for it. Now I'm going to continue using it until I use it up, and as of where I stand right now, I don't see myself repurchasing this, but who knows, maybe by the time I finish this bottle, I'll find a way to really make it work for me or absolutely fall in love. Another thing is that it's winter right now. Like, I have no idea how this is going to work for me in the summer when I'm super duper oily, but I probably won't reach for it. I mean, I'll try it out to see, but I'm nervous that the fact that I'm this oily using this product in the winter time, like, what's it gonna be in the summer? So then for my random favorites, I only have a few. The first is a YouTuber, Jenny S. I meant to mention her last month and I totally spaced on it. I skipped right over it in my long list of random favorites, so I'm really, really sorry about that, Jenny, but I wanted to shout out her channel. I've been loving her videos in general, but she does this series that I think is like Project Use All My Makeup, and it is similar in some ways to my chopping block series. So basically she is every 2 weeks going through her makeup and pulling a couple different options for foundation, concealer, powder, basically every single category of makeup. She's testing it out over 2 weeks, then reporting back on products that she is choosing to keep, products she's choosing to declutter, and she has this star system where different color star stickers represent her opinions of them. I look forward to these videos so much. I think they're so interesting. I love digging through her collection with her and seeing what products she has, and she's been doing a really awesome job of decluttering products, and I just love this concept because I think it's a lot easier to commit to decluttering a product once you've actually tested it out and come to the decision that, like, no, it just doesn't work for you or you just don't love the color on you. So I definitely recommend her channel in general, but I will link down below that series as well because I've absolutely been loving it. And then I have two YouTube videos. The first is from Elle, Diversity at the Drugstore, and you guys know a lot of people have talked about it, that with Tarte's new Shape Tape Foundation, they did not do a good job of being inclusive of all skin tones, and they basically have 50 shades of pasty white, which, you know, there actually would be a perfect shade for me, the lightest shade, Fair Sand or something would be a perfect shade for me, but I don't right now feel comfortable testing out this foundation. But I was so happy Elle did this video, because if you look at other brands, they also do not do a good job of being inclusive. They are also releasing shade ranges that have 15 or less. The Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation, I think, has maybe even less than 15 shades. So while there are so many different options for fair, light, medium skin tones, there are only 1 or 2 options for deep skin. And I'm sorry, but you really should not have to buy 2 $40 foundations to mix them together to get your perfect shade. Now, there are some brands like Makeup Forever and NARS and MAC that do a great job of being very inclusive, but with a lot of other brands, they don't. Or they add on shade extensions in the future. And I know that Tarte said something like it is more difficult to formulate deeper shades as well as very, very light shades, which is why a lot of brands add on extensions, which I get. But this was such a hyped up product that everybody wanted to try this. They know how popular all the shades are of their Shape Tape Concealer. You think they would have just as much shades of the foundation, so that was a huge letdown. I'm really happy that it opened up everybody's eyes, but I want everyone to be able to see all the other brands are doing the exact same thing. And in Elle's video, she points out a bunch of different drugstore brands that also have a very awful shade selection. So I would definitely recommend that video. I thought it was really insightful, really helpful, and I really appreciated her perspective that we need to not just be looking at Tarte, but at all brands in general. And hopefully this will give all brands a wake-up call that, hey, you need to be inclusive because we are watching you. And my other favorite video is that Kathleen Lights had updated her Best of ColourPop video. You guys know how much I love ColourPop, so I just love seeing swatches. So I will have both of those videos linked down below. And those are all my favorites for this month. I would love to know yours in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.